Hello, hello, hello everyone. This is Rex Red and I am streaming live. And we are live with a new image. And this is what I call I can't say it with my braces, with my retainer on. Ashkelon Spring. And we are going to bring in a princess, and she's going to be standing here with a robe, or she might be standing here. I might move the horse back a little bit. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. And there's going to be a big castle and a rainbow over top. So I hope you are liking this. Let me see. I am on this computer. I need to be on this one. Okay, let's see. I've got to get back. We're just getting a few things kind of situated here. Okay, so I have to bring this image up. Oh, we didn't want that. Come back. Okay, things are moving really slow right now because this is a very huge picture. Okay, let's see if I can get this to come back over here. Now I have to turn the ground off. Come back. Oh, alright, let's see. Oh, there's that. Now if I can maybe turn off the UltraScene. We're working with 4 monitors here. I can turn the UltraScene off. It's going to take a while, I guess. Possibly I can get this to move around. Come back. Letting me do something here. Okay. Well, all of UltraScene didn't turn off, but part of it did. Enough of it did. Now, let's save this. And alright, so we're going to bring in a female character. Environments. Okay, so we're going to turn off this figures, female figure. Now we're going to go Victoria, and I have to bring this up here so we can, oh, this darned expand to different sizes. It's not working, Microsoft. Okay, it's up here. I think I'll move it over to this window instead because I don't want to look up that much. Victoria 8.1 HD add-on. Let's go with in. She is going to be our princess. The reason why I moved her over to that monitor is so okay, because she's going to come in without any props, and I need to find some kind of dress or something to put on her. Where is Victoria H? Oh, she's been behind the horse. Texture shaded mode. So we can manipulate this a little better. Okay, Y rotate. And now we're going to bring her in a little bit further. She's more in towards the rotate a little more. And let's find a dress, wardrobe. See how this dress works. We can get a dress and something. Okay, I don't think I want that. Alright, we got some kind of dress here. So we have... No, I would like this over here instead. This window, thank you. Now, alright, we're gonna take our camera. This looks kind of like a malevolence kind of dress. So we're going to take our camera and freeze it, create, edit, object, lock. Alright, the camera's locked. Now let's find this clothing, gloves, books, belt, universal dress, overdress, gloves, horns. Okay, we're going to get rid of the horns. Don't want them. And I don't think I want the wings either. Overdress. What's this? So we're going to go to our perspective view so we can take a look and see what she's wearing here. The wings. Okay, we don't want the wings. I don't think I do. Wings, right. Okay. They're just a little bit too much for this particular. Now we want, and this may interfere with her hair. So I'm wondering if I can get rid of the collar. Let's see, dress, overdress, I think this might be. Would be overdress. Let's go surfaces, overdress, neck, collar. Let's see what happens when we go to opacity. Opacity, where is opacity? Tell me this is cut out opacity, good. Alright, that's gone. Now we can give her hair. Save this so we don't have to mess with this again. And now we're going to go here and find some kind of long hair, dForce hair. We're in products, okay, let's select Victoria. so we can find hair that... Alright, this looks like Angel HD hair. I don't think that's hair. Genital hair. Andrea hair. Let's try this. Okay, let's select our character. I hope everything sounds good. My mic and all. Okay, now I would like to make this hair white. Vivid. Blonde. Let's go with just... We have to select the hair with as light as we can get it. Okay, now let's go to our camera view. Let's turn things on again. And I want to put her in a pose. Let's see what we have. Oh yes, look how this looks now. Okay, save this. Now we're going to go standing pose. Let's go to poses here. This is exactly what I want. Poses for Victoria. And we're going to go with by function standing. Alright. That's not helping. Let's see. Poses by function standing. Let's see what we get here. Standing. I want her kind of reaching out. Maybe something like this. No, that's not working because her leg looks like it's interfering with the inside of the dress. Edit. I may have to pose her myself. Let's see. Poses. Standing here. Let's try this. Let's try a few of these. Okay, I think I could use it, work with this. Now, let's go to our perspective view. And let's, left shoulder bend. Parameters, front, back, a little bit more. Okay, texture shaded. Okay. Now I'm wondering what we have for dForce. Overdress, universal dress. This is all dForce. Okay, so let's, well, at least the dress and belt and all of these are. So what we're going to do is we're going to move her foot out of the left toes, left thigh bend, side to side. There we go. Now we're going to try, we'll take and zoom around again, make sure everything kind of looks good. Now we're going to try dForce. We're going to have to go into our simulation settings, initialization off. Now let's go in, let's try a dForce simulation. See what happens with our dress. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Don't think this is going to work. But let's see. Let's give it a chance. This isn't working. The dress went right through the ground. That might be because I've got the ground turned off. We'll see. Microphone out. So I am Rex Red here, and now let's see. Let's go to our camera view. Let's turn on. Okay, I don't think this simulation worked. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I have to lift her up. Cancel. I didn't want to do that. Alright, clear that. Alright, now we're going to go to Victoria. We're going to lift her up. I have to turn on the ground again, which makes a mess when I do that. Now that's a problem, that she's not even, she's in the, that does present a problem. So we're going to bring her in front of the tree, and then we're going to bring her up above. Going to move her up, over. Okay, what I have to do is I have to animate her. Okay, so we're going to go into, this is the fun part here. Okay, we're going to make a timeline. We're going to go, let's say frames per second range. Gosh, my tongue hurts. I bit my tongue the other day or so ago, and I've been putting salt with iodine on it, but it, okay, we're going to go 60 frames. Okay, I typed 60 there. Please put that in there. No. 6. Okay, total 60. There we go. Now, all right, I have to see what this looks like in, I think I have to move this ahead a little bit, her ahead a little more, and over, and we're going to bring her here. And so, okay, I'm going to take this dress. Okay. All right, we're going to go now. We're going to add a keyframe. Okay, I'm going to save this here before I ruin everything. And now we're going to add a keyframe for her here. Okay, where is this? And then we're going to move this timeline over to here, 6:59. Now let's go to Iray so I can see what I'm doing here. And make sure everything is right. This is some of the more complicated stuff in Daz Studio, working with animation. So it looks like she's not up in the air enough yet, so because she's still got, so I can't move her unless I move it back to 0. Now I'm going to move this out a little more. Move her away from this clump of grass. Okay, I think that's enough. And I'm going to move her towards the edge a little more. Okay. I think I'm going to I will move the horse closer, the unicorn closer also. Okay, so let's okay. She's going to be right on the edge of the okay, I don't dare move her too much. Okay, now ahead, because when I move her down, I have a feeling that she'll be in the water. It's just an illusion here. An illusion. Let's go now to I'm wondering what this will look like in filament mode. If I can just get to see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Okay, what happens when I move her down? Okay, she's still there. So if I move her over, okay. So okay, now I can move her all around while I'm in this 0 mode. It's kind of odd how animation works, but okay, so all I have to do now is move her up and then go to this 30 mode. Let's make sure we move her up enough, and then go to frame 59. I add a keyframe. Come on. There we go. Now move her down. like this. A little more. Okay. Now, I don't know. Okay, I guess that's okay. Now, that's our animation. So what we're going to do now is go back to our simulation settings editor. We're going to start bones on, and then simulation is going to be render from use timeline play range. Okay. Now she should move back up. Yeah, that does it. Okay. Now we're going to simulate this. Okay, I'm going to go File, Save As, Scene, Echelon Spring 2, 3. I don't know if I spelled that right, and I don't even know if I'm going to call it that. That's kind of like a working title. Okay, so simulate. This is our simulate. And this, we should see her now. We should see her slowly move this pose. And as she's moving from her original pose, we should see her move down, and we should see this drape along the we should see it her dress drape along. She's moving slowly down, and she's moving into our pose that we gave her, and we should see this drape along the bank and her move down to that position that I moved her into. I don't see her moving. I assume she is moving down. I don't see this moving along the timeline either. So, something's wrong here, because I don't see her moving down, and the timeline isn't moving. So I've done something wrong. Cancel. Okay, this isn't working. Cancel. Something's wrong here. Okay, clear that. All right. Starting bones on. All right, let's see if she moves down when I... Yeah, she does, so I'm not sure what's up with this. Duration. Animated custom. Alright, let's try this again. This should work the way it is. Simulate. Let's give this another go. Maybe it's just doing maybe I'm not supposed to have the memorized pose. Oh, it could be that she's getting into her pose. Okay. I think that's what's happening. It's putting her into her pose first, and then it's going to do the, then it'll start moving her down across the timeline. So it's getting her into this pose first, which I want to happen because there was something really odd with her sleeve. The flange of her sleeve, and now it looks like it's working correctly. So by putting her in the memorized pose, so I think that's what it's doing first. It's going to get her into the pose that I've chosen, and then it will bring her down slowly across the timeline. It's got to get her to that place in the pose. So this will probably hang straight down, and then she'll move. I've kind of got to do it this way, so it should take about like half of the time. We'll see how this works. It's kind of like I have to put up with this because alright, it's gonna probably go all the way to the end to get the memorized pose part done. We'll let it run through and see what happens. I don't like the way that the dress is just hanging, dropping down. I kind of wanted it to drape down the hill. And so I think I have a way of doing that by just moving this initialized pose closer to the ground. We shall see, though. It's okay if it's kind of bunched around her too. So, because then it'll actually be in the scene rather than out of the scene and cut off by the... So we'll see where she's kind of bunched it around her. So we shall see. Okay, her simulated pose is almost there. And I'm not sure if this whole, if this fluted arm thing is, sleeve is working right, but we're kind of going to have to put up with what we get because, Okay, so it's going to get her in the pose, which appears to be sort of okay, kind of maybe. I'm not sure why the horse, and now it's simulating. Now it's going to move her down. Anytime now. Simulating animation. I don't see this jumping across. There it goes. Now it's moving across the animation. So now we should see it bunch up on the ground. We should see her jump down. Yes, she's moving down now. This is doing exactly what I didn't want it to do, was to just hang down. I wanted it to kind of flow like she had just walked down, but there is a possibility I could put like a red robe on her and have that draped down. So I kind of wanted her in white though. So I could make the robe white. I could give her another robe. One even with a hat. With a hood. Like a slight hood. She's moving down, so I think we're going to get some collision with the ground in this. This is going to collide with the ground. And I may have to put some smoothing on this. We're going to see it colliding in a moment. It's just I didn't want it to like just go through the ground. I wanted it to collide with the ground. So we're going to see what we get out of this. And I'm kind of going to be stuck with what I get, you know, because I don't know how many times I'm going to want to run this simulation over and over and over. So I can, after I get her simulated, move her down a little bit here and there with a mesh grabber. So let's see if what we get. I'm not sure what's up with this. Her belt is doing something weird. And it looks like her sleeve is doing something weird also. Just not liking the way this is tacked to her body. I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. I'm not seeing this collide with the ground yet, but I'm also not seeing it going through the ground, so we should see it start to collide pretty soon. And bunch up. Come on. Don't give me any problems, please. Now it's taking a while but to do, because each time it has to create a new frame. It's got to figure all the collisions. And there are a lot of objects on the ground. The grass in this area is quite... You are not seeing the grass, but it's here. Now I'm seeing this bunch and kind of curl. Look at this bunching now. So we have some kind of collision happening. So here we go. So where she is, it's colliding with the ground and it's looking okay. I'm not minding the collision that we're getting. We're about halfway through our simulation. So 35. I will have to, something funky's happening with her belt. It's not supposed to look like that, I don't think, but she might be far enough away where a lot of this isn't going to be that noticeable. What's nice is we are getting some kind of collision on the ground. And without this simulation, there's no collision, okay? So it would have just looked like the ground was just cutting off her, like it's flowing perfectly down and then chopped off in the ground. So it's literally going through the ground. So without this dForce simulation, there would be no... and I have been working with animation for many, many years now. I mean, I don't have, like, you know, a Pixar movie under my belt. A lot of the animations that I have made were like really simple, like moving a ball across a room or something. But what I would usually do is I would make that ball like jello and have it like wobble while it's moving, or drop on the ground and kind of turn into a pile of like muck or something. Or I would make that sphere into a volume and have lights coming out of it and refractions. And so, I mean, it might just be a ball moving across, but it was always like an atmosphere or something complex. It wasn't, I just rarely would just move a ball, because I understood the fundamentals of animation. So I always use something, I've always tried to make my processor work as hard as I possibly can. And unfortunately, a lot of my animations never got rendered, because I would make it into a volume, and then each frame would take like an hour to render, and it's like, okay. And I'd finally just give up on rendering things. So this is taking a while, but it's a reasonable amount of time. So this looks like it's going to work. Now, if I get the horse in the right place, the horse looks like a pony, and it's got to look like a horse. So, and she's, I might be able to move her in or out a little bit, but she just looks way too large for the horse perspective. So I've got to move the horse closer. And as you can see, this kind of seems like a perfect place for the horse, because it's it has that kind of length where the horse can fit. But we may end up I'm gonna probably have to move the horse closer, which it's nice to have the detail of the horse. Now the horse looks like it has like a little goatee, and I'm not sure that the goatee would stick right out like that. I may end up like going with mesh grabber and bending the goatee down in. The tail looks, I'm not going to mess with the tail. The tails are really hard to do, but I can move it. I can spread the tail out. I can bend. Okay, we're done our animation now. Let's take a look at this. Let's get rid of our timeline. Let's save this, because I think this is what we're going to get. I do have to pull, I think that's her other arm coming through in the back, so that's okay. Something doesn't look right about this. Let's take a look at this through our perspective view and see how this rendered. Unfortunately, I don't think it rendered right, but I think I'm going to be stuck with what we have. You know, this doesn't look too bad. I think I can work with it. why this has this strange thing going on with the arm. Okay, why are we not moving around Victoria? Instead, we're moving around. Let's select her arm. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, we're gonna have to mess with her with the mesh grabber a little bit here. Now, this might still work because, okay, it looks like her overcoat has got a few problems with her undergarment. This just wasn't made right, you know. Or something's not right about it. Okay, so let's take a look at this through texture shaded mode. Now, overdress. Render, okay, where is this? Tools, mesh grabber. Okay, that seems like it's trying to fix itself. Overdress. If I could get this. To pull up. This part to pull down. I don't know that I'm going to be able to fix this. Now it looks like something's trying to fix. Okay. This is absolutely horrendous. This is a nightmare. Overdress. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to try something here with this overdress. Edit. Object. Alright. It already has sub D. What if I put more sub D on it? Let's see. Oops. Where's the sub D? Level 2. Okay, that's a little better. Sub D, where's the smooth, soft corners and edges? Overdress. Oh, this is horrible. Edit. It's just unworkable. I can't even see what piece I have selected. And this is coming right through her hand. Alright, let's make this a little smaller, 3. Up. Up. I can't even see the piece it's selecting. Okay. This is hideous. It's actually hideous. All right. That's not working. Smoothing iterations. Let's try this now. Alright, this is working. Give it a few more iterations. Alright. What in the crap is this? Okay. All right. All right, it's gonna be blowing a little bit in the wind. Let's see if we can make this kind of work. All right, let's get in here. What is this little butterfly thing here? Two. Okay. Let's go back to our camera view and see what the heck this looks like. I'm not going to be able to get it perfect. Let's take a look at this through Iray. We got to fix her belt also. I think it's just going to look like shredded. I don't know what that kind of paper is. Let's see what we've got. It looks like it's kind of working. So it does look like it's working. I'll have to put some light on them. This is terrible. I think I've got this bloom a little high. Let's see, where do we find the bloom? That would be in render settings. Bloom filter. Let's bring that down to 5,000. What if we bring it down to 1,000? I think I'm going the wrong direction. Let's set this, reset it. Let's see what 2,000 is. 0. I think. Off. Let's turn bloom off. Okay. Something's really wrong with her. Oh, this is terrible. With her elbow here. got a big gigantic thing here. Perspective view. Let's see what we have. Texture shaded. Alright, what have we got? Something really just totally screwed up on her. Alright, as soon as I went out of the tool mode, it just went and did its own thing. Mesh grabber. Let's see if we can get it to correct with a few moves. Overdress. That might have fixed it. Alright, now what happens when we go out of mesh grabber? Okay, back to the camera view. Okay, it looks sort of okay. Let's see. Let's save this. Okay. All right, now we're gonna move the horse in the right place. I might bring the horse's head up. I don't know. We'll see. Texture shaded. Can't move the horse in that mode. Oh, look at this. This has done it again. This darned dress is like, it's not usable. It's just not. It's probably just the way that I'm setting it all. The overdress. Look at this. Just does it on its own. It just creeps out. Let's see what it would look like without the overdress. Looks like her thing under her arm is doing the same crap. This looks all kinda messed up. Alright, this is okay. It's better than the other arm, so she doesn't have to have this massive overdress. It looks like it's working. Sorta, kinda, maybe. Alright, now let's save this without the overdress. And then I have a little bit less work to do with the belt. It's summertime anyway, which she dressed up like to climb a mountain or something. Alright, now we're gonna go into our, gonna have things to, this tree behind her I don't really care for. Texture shaded. Let's move the horse. little closer. Let's see what this looks like now. Okay. That looks a little better. Now, we're going to go, all right, we need some spotlights. A spotlight. Just default, I guess. Let's go to our texture shaded mode. Let's take a look at this through the spotlight and bring this up, bring it back. Where's our horse? We're going this way, and then this way, this way, back, up, and like this. Perhaps try it like this. Back to our camera view. Okay, back to Iray. Now we'll give the spotlight a little bit up. Spotlight a little bit of power. Give it a 9. We gotta light our figures from the let's give it another 9. How about another 9? There we go. Okay. That might be a little bit high. Okay, how about if we just warm it up a little bit? Doesn't have to be quite so white. Oh, I kind of like the white. Maybe it just doesn't need to be. Let's go to the temperature and reset that. Maybe just doesn't need to be quite as bright. Let's go with 6. Okay, I think that works. It gives it a little bit more shadow. Save this. And let's now let's put our castle in the scene. Environments. Environments. Alternate minus. Let's get a little bit more room here to work with. Let's turn this off. Okay. Where's our castle? Okay, we're going to turn off the land for a while. UltraScene. Turn that off for a minute. So we can work a little more, manipulate things a little better. Okay, that's better. Where is our castle? I think this one looks a little bit. Okay, there's our castle. X. Okay, we've got to move this out of texture shaded. Her dress looks horrible. Z. Okay, rotate this. Scale it. Z. Let's see now what this looks like. All right. Rainbow. Texture shaded. Hopefully we can see, we can see our rainbow. Texture shaded mode. Z, X. Scale. Scale. All right. Okay, now let's take this from camera again. Scale it. See what we've got. Okay, we've got an we've got umbrella. We've got a now butterfly. Butterfly. See what we've got here. Okay, I think we have to use the shader on this. Change materials. Okay, Y rotate. I don't think I'm supposed to use that to rotate. Position scale. Y translate. Let's see why I can't see this thing. Iray. Where is my butterfly? I think it's right there. This is an animated butterfly. Let's try just a single wisp. Okay, I lost this. Wisp. Alright, we kind of got the same problem here. Why translate? Control alternate L. Okay, no light. There we go. I think it's sort of a light. Now where are the wisp colors? Here it is. Shader. It says use me to change materials. I might have to have him selected. Wisp. Let's see what this guy looks like. I've got to sit up or I'm going to hurt my back. I don't think the color worked on the wisp. Okay, let's take this guy. Go to explore product. Materials. Why aren't you working? Used me to change materials. Surfaces. There we go. There's our wisp. How about if we change this to pink? Pink butterfly. There we go. All right. Yellow one. Orange. I think the yellow one sticks out a little more. Okay. I can't tell which way this is turning. And Z rotate this way. Down. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, I think I'd like the butterfly down in here. So we're gonna texture shaded. I'm gonna move the butterfly where he can get in the sun a little more. Let's see what that looks like. In the in our spotlight a little bit, or that's the light coming through the trees or something. He's still not quite in the sun. Alright, texture shaded. My idea was to have him in the foreground, but I think it's too much of a distraction. Where does he go through the horse? At what point? Let's take a look at our perspective mode here and see what the butterfly's doing. Where's our horse? Okay. Let's see if we can still see that butterfly through the camera. Let's see what we got here. We have our recycling outside, and they are making lots of noise. The truck comes through and picks up the bins. Okay. Why isn't this picking up the butterfly picking up any kind of light? I think I'm going to use a light artificially. Okay, we're going to do that. Texture shaded. Texture shaded. I'm going to move the butterfly back a little bit. Actually move it ahead a little bit so it's bigger. Just want it a little bigger. I don't want to make it artificially bigger. Alright, now we're going to go and create another spotlight. Spotlight 2, let's take a look through that. And let's turn this on our little friend here. Let's kind of come down on him. Alright. Back to our camera. Now let's see what happens when we go into Iray. See if that light is bright enough to make that. We just want to light the butterfly, not the ground around it. So I may have to make the light closer. All right, let's take a look at our spotlight. That brightened it up. Camera. It might be too bright now. I think I've got to turn this butterfly. Now I'm going to look through my spotlight again. Texture shaded. We're going to rotate this Z. No. Why can't the hell can't I tell what this thing is doing? X rotate. do this. Okay. And this. Not sure what all these things do, but you would think one of them. These are all part of its animations, okay. I don't see any of them opening or closing their wings, okay. Let's go back to our camera view. Let's now go to Iray. See what our butterfly looks like. Okay, our spotlight's too bright. So let's go here, here. Let's go 500. Let's go 100. Okay, now I'm going to mess with my bloom again. Where's that? Okay, out through here. Render settings, is it? Bloom filter on. Threshold. $9,000. Okay. Let's save this. I'm going to mess with the sky now. Change, possibly. I could end up losing a lot of... I don't like the way this tree looks at all. I really don't like any of the trees right now. It's just, I like the land, but... And then I have this huge problem with this. It's just not doing what my head, it's not, I'm not seeing what my head is trying to make this do. So let's go to here, alternate minus. Let's get a blank here, render settings, products. Get rid of the butterfly and see what we can find for a better sky. Something more appropriate. Let's try one of these. Blue sky. Blue hour. Wow. Let's mess around. Let's just try different skies. Let's try this white sky. Sky dome only. Let's see what we got. Come on. Render for me. I have a feeling this might be it. Might be what I'm looking for. It's going to take its time rendering. That might have turned off my bloom too. Let's go to texture shaded and go back to Iray. What do we have? Oh, great. So we now, okay. Alright, this might be the sky, but we've got to turn it around, turn it a bit. Environment options. Maybe until the sun hits. Oh, it's not really adding enough color to the scene. Okay, it's not bad, but it's just not creating a massive ooh effect. Okay, those are okay. What's this? Dramatic clouds. Okay. No, we're not going there. I try some of my try a night one. They're not bad, but I think I like the blue night better, but I'm not sure I want to go night with this. I've got to bend her back a little so it doesn't look so stiff. Alright, it's not bad, but it's not what I'm looking for. Frozen world, let's see what this does. No, we're not going to do that. Let's try one of these. Ooh, we're getting somewhere now. I think this blue one's gonna work. Alright, let's move this blue one around. Tone rotation. We're going to take, I might have to lighten that rainbow. Let's see, let's go to filament mode. Filament mode is really useful. Because if you give it a moment, it actually shows you the HDRI image and lets you kind of move it exactly where you want it. It's converting it right now to filament mode. Anytime now, filament mode. These are huge images. That's not converted it yet. It's got a lot of things in the scene to convert, actually. Give it a minute. I can hear it churning. Come on. It just hasn't converted the sky yet. I can hear it still churning. Come on. Well, let's go back to texture shaded. Now let's go back to filament. Doesn't appear to be working. That was the letdown. Alright, let's see what else we've got here. Let's try this. Red sky. Filament's just not... I might have to add that filament thing. This is going to make everything red, and I'm not sure I want to do that. Okay, didn't turn everything red. Let's see, environment options. Let's see if filament will look at this sky now. Filament. Create. so it may only do it through the perspective mode. I think what it's happening is the scene is bogging it down, because this Iray scene, it's got to convert every piece of grass and everything to filament, and the last thing probably on the list is the sky. I kind of wish it did the sky first. So I don't like the red. And I don't want some weird planet in the background, because I want this to be Earth. So I'm going to try some of my tried and true skies here. Where are they? Here. My fasting, it's made me so tired. I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue much longer. This kind of has that look I'm looking for. It makes the grass look too yellow. I think the grass should be a little greener. I'm just not liking these trees. I may end up changing the ground, but if I change the ground, I'm going to end up kind of with her having to re-render her. Let's go with a different sky. Like a Caribbean sky. And nope. Why can't you show me when I have selected options here? Well, let's give it a try. This clean skies. Nope. It's not doing it. I need a fog here, some kind of fog layer to make this look further away. No, that's just not creating the kind of light I want. Sunset. Don't think I want sunset. I think it's going to be a blue sky that's going to give this that magical look. I don't know. I'm at a loss. These aren't working. I'm just going to click on one of these skies and it's going to be, there it is. You know, that's the way it works. This may be it. This may give me the, oh, here we go. Now we got those Disney kind of colors. All right. All right, let's take, what was the one that gave me the light? This one doesn't have enough. Yeah, this one right here. Okay, save this. And now we're going to take this texture shaded. It's rainbow. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, render for me. Okay, I like that rainbow better. And fog. I need some kind of fog layer. Props. Fog system. Let's see what we got for fog. I think this is going to be too complex for what I'm looking for, but we will give it a try. I think this is just going to sit here. Too much stuff going on here. I like that fog. Okay, I think this fog system is too much. Let's go to... This is just... let's go to texture shaded. Let's give it a chance. Now let's go back to Iray, kind of restart our Iray engine. It's trying to render it. I don't think it's going to work, because I think I've got my fog turned the wrong way. Yeah, I do. I have this. It's sideways, so we're going to get a deep fog. We're looking at it from a different... I'd have to twist the fog. Let's see, it's sort of kind of maybe working. You can see a line here, some kind of line. It's not natural. You know, this would kind of render. I think I could possibly work with this if I turn the fog the right way. Texture shaded. Okay, let's look at this fog system. Let's go to perspective mode. There's our fog system. We've got it turned the wrong way. Where's my camera? Okay, obviously this fog system has got to go. Rotate this way. I assume that. Let's try this. Let's go and now look at our camera view. Render this. I think this is the way it's supposed to be. Maybe not. Maybe it was right. You see, that makes the castle look further away. It would take hours for this to render, but it just might be what I'm looking for. I think it's too much fog. Alright, we're going to delete that fog. I want to try this fog prop. Where did you go? This one. Where are you, fog? Okay, now let's try our perspective view. There's our fog. Let's go to texture shaded. Okay. Let's bring this fog in a little more. X is going to be probably ahead. Scale it. Y. Let's go to our camera view. Let's see what this looks like. Looks like it's going through her, so I brought it up too far or something. I don't know why it looks like his tail's going through the fog. It looks like geometry consumption is 6 gigs. I think I've got 24 gigs. I forgot. Anytime now, scene. It's not going to render. I got to restart the Iray engine. I'm thinking of using this fog like for a near field fog, and then possibly another fog for a backfield to obscure the castle a little more. We shall see. This is like a ground level fog. I have better ground level fogs too, so there's a possibility of using some of them. This is sort of kind of working. I wonder if I put the fog in front of them, if it might work even better. Okay. Texture shaded. There's like so many details right now. I'm just kind of getting the main idea of fog. Edit, undo, rotate, Z, X, Y. Let's try this. This is the front fog. I'm getting tired. There we go. No, this isn't the kind of fog I want. It's not defined enough. It's too hazy. This might work in the background. Okay, so it might help to obscure that. So let's try that idea. Texture shaded. I'm going to use a haze in the front. Fog. Why does it keep changing my selection? Okay. Scale. Okay. Y. Let's try this. Just want that to look further away, and that this is perfect for that kind of fog. As long as it's back far enough behind the trees. It's more like a haze. When it's back that far, it's like a haze. I guess the fog works too. No, that's absolutely horrible. And I could probably make it more opaque surfaces, or possibly have less reflection of the sun. Cut out opacity. I mean less opaque. I don't like the size of the pixels, but they'll get smaller. We're going to go to 0.4, 0.14, 1, 0.1, 0.2, no, 0.1. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, so there's our fog for the... So now we're going to go, we're looking for something called, it's not mist, I don't know. It's not mist. No, it's not fog. It's not haze. I've forgotten what it is. Let's go to my saved files. That will tell me here. It's called I think I've screwed up a bunch of stuff. Don't see them here. I think I moved them. Rocks. Okay, I'm not going to find it this way. Let's try mist. I don't think it's mist. Haze, fog. I don't think it is. Yeah, it is. Ground mist. Let's go. Take me to explore product. Okay, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the prop. What is this? Main prop. Okay. And I need near, far, and mid turned off. So we'll turn far off and mid off. It turns them all three on. Oh, I guess it's because I have all three selected. Far, mid, near. Okay. Now we're going to go to myth style. No, that's not the style I want. This is the style I want. It's not working. Prop, main prop. Come on. Something's wrong here. Okay, take me to texture shaded. Okay. That's North Center. Okay. So I don't think. All right. Why is this? Why aren't you changing colors? It looks like it is, but it's not. Let's see. Something's wrong. Well, the only one that's showing up is this one in the back, because I have the other ones turned off. Okay, this makes sense. So we'll go to surfaces and go to far, mid. Let's turn this one back up. Where is it? Cutout opacity. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, and the one in the near, bring that one down some too. Okay, near. Bar is off, I think. What if we turn far on? What if we turn this fog off? And then we go back to this fog and turn far on. Then we're going to end up with a pink haze. Let's see what we got. Okay, Iray's crapped out again. Texture shaded. I think I went to a white haze anyway. I have like all kinds of reserves about the scene. So, one of them is I don't like the trees. Another one is, let's see how my hello, hello. Now I don't hear anything from my mic.
Now I don't hear anything from my
Okay,
mic.
that sounds good. All right.
I don't hear anything from
All right, the mic is working good. So we should get to see what this looks like here in a render. This prop, this Iray Distance Mist, this is a great product. I recommend this product very highly. It's many times I've been able to get the kind of mist that I want from this product. And I have successfully broken this product into pieces and been able to use them. I I had a video, but it's gone, I think, about of me working with this product. So yeah. This is taking a while to render. So I think I'm gonna probably let this possibly show up, and if and this could end up in sometimes these large scenes end up in these cyclical render loops where it just keeps doing this, going through the render and render and render, and it usually has something to do with geometry being broken apart too much, which I haven't broken apart any geometry, but I may have by accident deleted parts of something. It could be because I have separated the fog into different like quadrants, that it has to render each panel, that it's decided it needs to render each panel because they have become independent. They're no longer really a set. So this kind of sucks. They're no longer instances. Well, this is ridiculous. I wonder if it'll render if I turn the fog off. See what happens. Should only have to do about 4 of these without the fog on. Something's wrong. Yep, something's wrong. Lord. try this again. Let's see if this... There we go, something's happening. I think it's gonna render. Anytime now, Iray. Well, I think I'm going to struggle with this myself for a while. I don't know how this is going to change, how I'm going to change all of this, but so I think that's going to do it for now for this video. So thanks for watching, and I will be back with more streams soon. Please like and subscribe and click on the bell to get notifications. This is Rex Red saying so long for now, and I will be back with more tutorial stuff soon. Alright, have fun with Daz Studio, and thanks for watching Daz TV.